In an old sepia-toned photograph, a tall, handsome man with a handlebar mustache poses in the woods in his hunting clothes, an elegant slouch, pipe clenched between his teeth. In one hand he holds a huge dead turkey by the feet, and in the other hand a shotgun. He looks straight at the camera with pale, sly eyes. This photograph from the 1800s can be seen in several places around Thomasville, in the History Center, and blown up to larger than life as part of the decor of a popular restaurant. The man is Twitty Titus's great-great-grandfather, Paps, Judge H.W. Hopkins, one of Thomasville's early promoters. After the Civil War, Judge Hopkins saw his homeland in a mess. Miserable poverty, hard-scrabble subsistence farming on poor soil, oppression, humiliation, and no easy way out. But the judge looked at it another way. Instead of sweaty, hopeless men, tired women, and worn-out cotton fields, he saw bright blue winter skies, magnificent woodlands full of fat quail, fragrant piney air to clear out the lungs, and a railroad that started up in the rich industrial north and stopped right here. He touted South Georgia as a land of luxurious ease, a health resort, a rich hunting ground, a winter paradise. Big hotels were built downtown, and within a few years Northerners were flocking to Thomasville for the winter months and bringing their money with them. Because of its visionary leaders, Thomasville came out of poverty and became a prosperous town. It still thrives on that legacy today. H.W. Hopkins married the daughter of James Lindsay Seward. Seward Street is named for him, a U.S. senator who began his political career as a secessionist, but saw another way and ended up supporting emancipation and reconciliation after the war. The judge and Frances Amanda Seward had 10 children. In a letter to a young friend in Philadelphia who was disappointed that his firstborn child was a girl, the judge wrote, "As a father of 8 fine girls and 2 good-for-nothing sons, I send you my congratulations." One of those fine girls was Elizabeth Hopkins, who was graduated from Bryn Mawr in 1895, came back to Thomasville, and began systematically collecting, organizing, and annotating documents, interesting snippets of everyday events, and photographs. This became the Hopkins Collection, a rich history of Thomasville and Thomas and Grady counties from the 1890s to the 1950s. Elizabeth Hopkins was Thomasville's first historian. Another of those Hopkins girls was the grandmother of Twitty's father, Theo Titus. Like his great-grandfather, the judge, Theo was an outdoorsman, a hunter, and a naturalist. In his last 20 years, he wrote up his nature notes in a weekly column for the Times Enterprise. Theo ran a small business, worked for FEMA, and served the Thomas Grady Legislative District for 10 years in the Georgia House of Representatives. This is Twitty Titus's legacy. Since the 1800s, through good times and bad, someone in every generation of her family has worked hard for the benefit of South Georgia. Public service comes naturally to her. She calls it a welcome duty. But like her great-great-grandfather, the judge, Twitty sees her beloved homeland once again in trouble, with no easy way out. Our democracy has been sold out from under us. Citizen servants looking out for their neighbors have been replaced by billionaires who care only about themselves and their cronies. And good, hard-working people have been duped by cleverness and greed and are now left out, unrepresented by anyone who cares about or understands them. Political demonstrations, protests, marches in city streets, and angry conversations are everywhere signs of our political discontent. But nothing will change until we have local public leaders in office who can stand in the middle of a mess and see a way out of it. New, unexpected, innovative solutions. South Georgia needs imaginative progressive advocates like Judge Hopkins 100 years ago and Twitty Titus today, with passionate energy, visions of bright skies and piney air, a clear view of a different and better future.